There we go. Fixed it. Hello again. It's gonna be a spicy episode of Legends of Wildemount today, I think. Some announcements before we begin. February 13th, which is next Saturday, depending on how things go, if we get more signups. We'll be doing an anniversary stream, 12 hours, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. I think that's what I decided. But if we don't get any more time slots, we're just going to do 12 hours of straight streaming video games. So, stuff like Baldur's Gate, figure out how to do the multiplayer in Baldur's Gate, maybe. Do the Dungeon Master mode in Divinity 2, because I really want to try that out. Overwatch, Phasmophobia. We've been streaming Phasmophobia a lot on the channel lately, and it's been a lot of fun. So I might keep doing that. Or do a 12-hour session of D&D. No. And also, we're still raising money for Color of Change. You can see that in the Twitch chat. So if you can donate some money to that, it's a great charity to support. They do a lot of good stuff. What else? And you know our schedule. So, but if you're new to watching this, our schedule is on our Twitch channel. You can find it pretty easily on our Twitch channel. What else? Podcast anchor.fm, mimics of Monstrosities, if you want to listen to our podcast. So, when we last left off, you all sort of just aided the city of Rosanna in the aftermath of the Lucid Bastion's destruction. Helped save some people who were pinned under debris, helped with the debris, gave people back wedding bands, I believe. Not yet, but you just helped out, basically. And Talindra went to see her parents, saw that they were in shock mostly, but they were okay. Helped some people out helped a mother and her child who were pinned under rubble, and decided to go spend the night at the Dim's Light. I believe that's the name of the inn. Let me look at my notes. Yes, the Dim's Light Inn in Rosanna. You all went there into the Goliath Free District to get out of the sort of destruction of the war you guys were currently in. The party sort of split up, with Lindak, Gravel, and Talindra going to the inn while Enak looked for a blacksmith. And while Enak was looking for a blacksmith, a figure in the shadows caught Enok's attention, and it turned out to be Vox, the half-green dragon assassin working for the Myriad, and basically just checking in on things, essentially. After that discussion, Enak went to the local blacksmith in the area and began to commission some daggers made from spider fangs. Returned to the inn. Everyone had a wonderful night at the inn. Songs were played. Gravel sang a hymn, or not a hymn, a sea shanty. And you all retired to bed. Gravel went outside of the inn, and after being told about Vox by Enak, Gravel went outside to the alleyway and had an encounter with Vox, who dropped from the roof and, unknown to the rest of the party, had a very tense, emotional conversation with Gravel about how he didn't want to kill Gravel, but he had to, because of his family were in danger. Before he stabbed Gravel through the heart, he gave Gravel a key to Daev'yana's private quarters that he stole the last time he was there, as well as a strange scroll, and tucked it away into Gravel's clothes, hoping that if Gravel's friends came to find the body, they'd find the scroll and the key. With that, and the task done, Gravel fell to the ground outside of the Dim's Light Inn in the alley, bleeding out and dying. As Vox ran off, Gravel breathed his last, and the party have come outside into the alleyway to find the lifeless body of Gravel. And that's where we're going to pick up the session this week.
What are we doing?
I believe I was
sort of like in the middle of casting the spell at the end of our last session. So I'm just continuing.
We took him up to the room.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you take him up to the room. He did leave his equipment by the door, so you can easily find that as well. All of his stuff is right there. So you take him up to the room. People in the tavern can kind of see you carrying this unconscious, bloody gnome. And they're like, and they just go back to their drinks, not wanting to question it, thinking it's probably just an injury from the explosion. And you bring him up to the room.
He's gonna set him on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Once everything is set up in a way that looks comfortable, then I'll start working on the spell.
So you pull out the scroll, and it's different to most spell scrolls you've seen. Most of them you have to succeed on using it. You have to figure out how to use it to see if it succeeds. This one's a little different. This one, you get the sense that it's a little more potent, if that makes sense. Almost like it is the true resurrection spell, but there's something else added to the scroll. And if you're proficient with Arcana, you can try to figure out what that extra little tidbit is.
Yeah, I will do that. Is that just a roll?
Yep, d20 plus your Arcana modifier. Or your Arcana skill. Anyone can do that, by the way. Any of you three. If you have...
It was 18.
18.
Does it matter that I have a half proficiency in
That's
Arcana?
Fine.
Does that make a difference?
Nope, that's fine. It deals with contingencies and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the contingency being that the person who holds this scroll upon their death supersedes, is that the word I'm thinking of? Bypasses the ritual requirement. So it'll still take the hour to cast by reading the scroll, but there's a contingency in place that the spell cannot fail. And as you're reading it, you can everyone give me perception checks? As you're just glossing over the scroll.
Oh, Jesus. Natural 20, 25.
25? 22. Okay. The two of you can kind of see light as you're reading. There's like little strands of static electricity, like from the scroll and Gravel's body. And it's like the static is actually starting from Gravel. Like, and it's red. It's like red static charges just all over his clothes, just like.
Have I seen anything like this before?
The red lightning in the crater.
I have a feeling this may not go as smoothly as one might hope. But I'm willing to do it if everyone is comfortable.
Please.
All right, I'm going to start working on this spell and just kind of keeping out for anything odd.
Okay. All right. I can hear Lex.
Me too.
So the static does kind of get a little more intense.
Just because I'm starting the spell?
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem okay? Yeah, I'm just casting the spell. I'm probably not going to stop unless something like really, really bad happens.
Okay.
Like if like something looks like it's going to explode or something. Other than that, I'm doing it, but just watching what's
Okay.
happening around me.
The window of the room starts to frost up a bit. And there's this loud surge of electricity from gravel. And the door of the room swings open. The windows shatter in the room. All of the loose objects in the room go flying off the shelves. Just. And the scroll you're holding just bursts into flames. Just. And the ashes hover in the air of the scroll for a minute. And they start to glide and swirl over to Gravel's now cold corpse. And the ashes rest on his body.
Whoa.
I just hold my breath.
There's another.
Watching its only symbol.
Okay, there's another booming surge of electrical discharge in the room. You all can kind of feel like a static shock go through you as your hair, if you have it, stands up on end. Just. And more static. Just another surge of static electricity. And then. Breath comes to Gravel. Garrett, if you can hear me, come to the table. With Charlie from It's Always Sunny as your background.
Hey,
The wound over the heart just closes.
You alright? Are you alright? Gravel.
how long was I out?
Not very long.
An hour.
We don't think.
About an hour.
Shut the doors, shut the windows.
Go and do
Windows
that.
are all
Shut the
broken.
door.
Yeah, you can see that the windows are shattered and the door is kind of blown off its hinges almost.
I'll just kind of push it up and
Let's
do
go
a
into another room.
mending.
Okay, you can easily mend the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Gravel is going to immediately re-up on non-detection.
Okay.
No one can know
Do you-
I'm alive.
What's going on?
I'm dead, okay?
You were.
No, I'm dead.
Tell us.
No one can know I'm alive.
Then we should go into a different room.
How do you feel right now? Are you feeling any different? Anything strange? There was a lot of odd static.
It's still lingering a bit, just between your fingers. Just.
I mean, I feel tingly, but I imagine that's, blood returning to places where it should be.
Right.
What happened to... Do you guys see Vox?
He was gone when we arrived.
Good, good.
What happened? Why did he leave a scroll? Or was that your scroll? Did you have this whole time?
It's his. Listen, guys. A whole lot's going through my head right now. Do you mind just Thanks. I can't even. Thank you for bringing me back. And he'll just look at all of you individually and make eye contact. I think I need a moment.
Good.
He's looking pretty rough, right? He's at 1 hit point.
True Resurrection, he's at full of everything.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah, True Resurrection brings you back at full capacity.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
I guess I'll walk out as well.
Looks
And
sad. Looks sad. I'm dead, okay?
reluctantly.
And just pretend like I'm still dead. Or that,
All right.
mournful, that type of thing. Or, if you wouldn't have cared if I died, don't worry about it.
All right.
I need to be dead for a while.
Oh, all right. We'll talk about this later, how we plan to hide this. And I'll head out if he wants to be alone.
He looks around quick for his pack to see if it's here.
It's on the bed.
Okay. Yeah, I got something I need to do. And he's just looking at his pack.
Mm-hmm. So does everybody leave? Okay. So yeah, one by one, the three of them leave, leaving you by yourself, Gravel.
So Gravel knows that if he actually is shown alive, that puts Vox at risk.
Or Vox's family, yeah.
Yeah. Both.
Mhm.
Very likely. So he's gonna quickly try to cobble some shit together and make a new disguise.
Okay. There's lots of materials in this room. Bed sheets.
Yeah.
Your disguise kit.
Yeah.
Shards of glass on the floor, should you be so inclined. There's a lot in here. Candle wax. Like, there's a lot you can do.
He's gonna get to work.
Okay. Just, for the sake of
He's
things.
gonna try and be as quiet as possible, though, because he wants everybody to think that there's a dead person in this room.
Okay. Well, there's enough commotion going on downstairs with the singing and everything that you can do it without rolling, so.
Okay.
We can start throwing together a disguise. What's everybody else doing?
Enak is going to.
None of you have slept for the night, by the way. This is still the same night.
Enak's going to collapse just back against the wall to the right of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to put his morning star over his lap. His head is back. And he is going to sit and wait. He's essentially going to sleep.
Okay.
Attempt to.
What about Lindak and Talindra?
I guess I'm just gonna go back to my room and try to get as much sleep as I can, although probably gonna toss and turn a bit. Well, I don't really sleep, but anyways.
All right.
You'd be a bit troubled, but go back to my room.
Okay.
Lindak is going to back to his room, sit on his bed. He's going to lay down. He's thinking, I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm not. And probably immediately pops off to sleep.
Okay. Those of you sleeping, or trancing, as elves do, you see some weird shit. This is your first rest ever since going into the crater, and you all see some weird shit. As of right now, the three of you don't know you're having the same dream, but you are. You see the crater. And then, as if blinking, you're standing in a place that doesn't make sense, almost. You're on the material plane. The mountains behind you, very familiar. They're the mountain peaks that that block off all of Jorhas from Blightshore. And floating in the air are just motes of earth, just floating in place, lightning all over the place. And there's sounds of combat, almost like a mass conflict. And you all see Lolth in this conflict, fighting against other beings you don't recognize. And there's a flash of light again, and Lolth is covered in this thick purplish blood, and the blood is kind of lifting off of her body and changing shape and forming into just shapes. Pentagonal shapes, octagonal shapes, trapezoids, rhombuses, all sorts of hexagonal, whatever, three-dimensional shapes. And these shapes start to drift into the dirt and start to seep below the dirt and go deeper and deeper and deeper below the dirt. While they're dreaming, Gravel, how's your disguise going?
I don't know. How's my disguise going?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Oh, do you want me to roll using my disguise kit stuff, or that's what I'm...
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Why is it not? Sorry. There. Oh, it's not doing the roll.
Is it still unassigned?
Yeah.
That would be why.
Okay. Sorry.
Still good.
I'll just use one of these. We're good. Quick. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you craft a disguise from things in the room, your disguise kit, and whatever you want to do, you can do.
Okay.
Without disturbance. And eventually, should you choose, sleep can find you.
He'll try to sleep.
Okay.
Who knows if that'll
So,
work.
you fall asleep, and you have the
Yeah.
same dream the other three are having currently.
Okay, alright.
Same images from the start. And then you all wake up in the morning as those shards you saw in the dream sink into the earth. And that's when you all wake up, getting the benefits of a long rest. And Gravel, you still feel like a little, like, static feeling, like, you know how how you feel like your hand's asleep? Feels like that a little bit. You like the tingly, falling asleep in your right hand. It just feels like that a little bit.
Now you've got like a carpal tunnel.
Yeah, you just kind of got that feeling in your right hand, and it's like persistent. It's not going away.
Don't like that. He's gonna go through his pack and take inventory,
Everything's there.
and he's just gonna sit in his room. He's not leaving.
Okay. Yeah, you all wake up where you went to sleep.
Knox immediately getting up.
You're a little sore.
Yeah, it probably doesn't feel great, but he's gonna
Definitely, that's how you get hemorrhoids.
he's gonna open the door and peek in.
Story. I don't know why I said that. I just heard someone on a podcast say they got hemorrhoids from sitting on a hardwood floor playing Halo 2 all day when it came out. Anyways, I don't know. Yeah, you knock on the door.
Open it.
Yeah. You see Gravel.
He sees an old-looking goblin in tattered clothing. Looks worn enough, oddly.
Oh.
Hey! Who's that?
Close the door.
Okay.
Lindak will get up and come out as well, going to see
Okay.
how Gravel is.
Okay, yeah, you come out and you can see Enoch kind of just coming out of Gravel's room and closing the door. Letting out a
How
big
is he?
sigh.
How is he, Enoch?
You check him. I have to go. I'm going for a walk.
Okay. And Lindak will go to the door and knock on it as he opens it and
Mhm.
sticks his head in.
You say the same. You see the same thing. Yeah, a goblin, worn.
This ain't some sideshow. What's everybody doing in there?
Who are you?
My name's Bootstrap.
Bootstrap. What happened to my friend who was here?
I don't know. Maybe he's dead.
Lindak looks at him really close when he says that.
Insight check.
And
13.
Gravel will make it easy and take out one of the contacts briefly and then put it back in.
After the contacts popped out, you can tell.
Yeah, Lindak nods, and we still have to talk, and then he just backs out of the room. Goes down for breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast is being served. A bunch of sausages, bacon, Yorkshire pudding, which is real good, and
Yeah.
and an assortment of like fried mushrooms. Basically, what's for breakfast is a full English.
I also wanted to go to where Gravel is at some point.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'll just get out, and I don't want people to be suspicious, so I don't even knock. I just go in,
Okay.
and I see him,
You
and
see
I just laugh. and I go,
You see an elderly goblin, worn.
I think that's quite good. I assume you're Gravel.
Huh?
Right.
Two other fellas came in here.
What?
Two other fellas came in here and speaking that same nonsense.
Oh, yes. I did want to tell you that I do have a spell at this point that I've learned recently that I think might be beneficial to you, especially in your current state. I can make you invisible for a period of time. It might be helpful for you to not appear suspicious coming out of a dead man's room.
How long?
1 minute, I believe.
If it's invisibility, it's an hour.
It says concentration up to 1 minute, so
Ah.
is that wrong? Is it this website? It might be. So if you wanted, I could do that, and you could come in as a new patron.
I'll use the window.
Or you could do
Broken,
that.
shattered window.
Well, he wouldn't have to break it, so.
Exactly.
Why don't you do that, and then I'll mend it then.
By the way, this fella.
Yes.
This poor fella you know is dead. You have a funeral for him yet?
Oh, well, I'll have to discuss that with my friends.
It'd be a good idea.
It would be a good idea. But I don't know what we would do. There's no body.
Find a box.
Mm.
Here. And Gravel's gonna
Oh.
he's going to or Bootstrap is going to gesture over to the bed where Gravel's bow was or is. And he's like, well, if you bury a box with some of his precious known stuff that he would have, people might not ask as many questions, eh?
I think they might think it's strange that we came up here with a corpse and that there isn't one anymore.
Well, ask for
I'm
bring a
asked for a box.
Ask for a
Yeah,
coffin.
okay. All right. Would you like to? Oh, you're going out. All right. I'll see you at some point, I assume.
Maybe.
Did I get your name?
Bootstrap. And
Nice
he's
to
gonna
meet you,
hold out
Bootstrap.
a hand.
Yes, I'll take it and shake it.
Mm-hmm. And there'll be a note in there.
Oh.
All right, see ya.
All right. Yeah. See you
Get-
around.
Get.
And then I go. I'm going. Jeez. I go. I once. I'll go to my room briefly and read the note.
It essentially reads that that not to judge Vox too harshly. He has family in the mix being held hostage.
Okay.
And that Gravel or Bootstrap will shadow you guys during, just do what would come naturally in the case of Gravel's death, and that we'll talk later.
Is it? It's. I'm assuming it's just addressed to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just sort of pocket it, and then I'll head down to breakfast.
All right. Yeah. Full English setup. Enak, where'd you go for a walk?
He's just he has no real destination at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going around. At some point, he's gonna head back to that blacksmith, but yeah, a lot of his is just looping through the city, the parts that aren't destroyed, and he's kind of in his own head.
Okay. How long do you want to wander for?
Couple hours
Okay.
before heading to the blacksmith.
All right. So I have a couple hours. Just wander. Nothing eventful happens. Maybe a couple kids run by and go, "Ooh, cool!" and they point to like your bandages. You can find your way back to the blacksmith.
Okay.
Oh, hello. I think this is the
Hello.
voice I had last time.
It is. It is
Oh, good.
not. I don't think
Oh,
it's all right.
okay.
Trying times.
It is.
You have the daggers I procured. by any
I
chance?
do. And he sets up 4 of these daggers that look how you wanted them. Very
He's gonna.
The spider fang is the hilt.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the pommel.
And then the
so.
blade is just this really nice iron or steel.
He's gonna take the. He's gonna take 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have a sheath or something that I
Oh,
can get for this?
yes, and he puts 4 sheaths on the.
Yeah, he'll sheath them, keep them. The Ferd, the Steig, and the Vin daggers are put in another pouch,
Okay.
another like in his bag, and then the Stein, which is stone, he's gonna take that and he's gonna like wrap it, kind of the strap around his hand, and then he'll make his way back.
Okay. He's like, where did you get those fangs?
Where did I get this? Oh, some underground exploration. Me and my friends went under.
From what, though? Very
Uh,
curious material to work with.
They were in the mines. They were having issues with some spiders, so we removed them. Would you like some more? I could see if I could.
No, that's okay. He shows you his
Right.
hand. You can see he's got the kind of weird blisters all over his hand where he was working with the material. Weird, like, green blisters.
That looks bad. Are you all right?
Yeah, I think they might be a tad poisonous, so just be careful.
Right. Thank you.
So basically, I haven't homebrewed these daggers yet because they're not magical. You can't homebrew non-magical equipment. But I'm gonna add there anyway. I'm gonna add them. I'll make them eventually, but they are daggers that do an extra D4 of poison damage. So not like a super, because they're not magical, right? So just an extra little oomph from the poison glands that are still in, or the venom glands that are still intact in the fang. A little extra 1d4 of poison damage.
All right.
And since it is phase spider venom, they have to make a. Like I said, I'm gonna homebrew these eventually, like, for next week. But a creature that does get stabbed by one of these daggers. Here we go. Has to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, or become poisoned for 1 hour. That's if they take the poison damage. If the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable, but paralyzed. It was gonna deal additional 4d8 poison damage, but I'm like, that's a lot, so it's a d4.
So they have to make the con save, which would be the poison,
Yep.
and then the poison effect.
Yep.
And if it drops to 0, then they're stable but
They're
paralyzed.
stable and paralyzed, yeah.
All right.
And they can, for 1 hour, even if they regain hit points, they're still paralyzed and poisoned.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, I'll homer that later. And he's like, yeah, just be a little careful with those. You can see his right hand is still kind of stiff a bit. He's like still trying to move it. It's just locked
that's
up.
That's gonna impede your work. So he's gonna reach out for a handshake.
He reaches out his crusty poisoned hand,
and he's gonna pump 5 lay on hands to remove
He's like,
the
oh,
poison.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't want you not be able to work.
Yeah,
effectively.
Wish I had that up my sleeve. Be careful with those.
Thank you again.
Only use them against people you don't like.
That's the goal.
Gives you a thumbs up. If you ever need anything else, just come on by. I sell stuff too. I don't just make stuff.
Okay.
If you're ever looking for anything.
Look into it.
If you want to sell stuff, I also buy materials. It's all part of the business.
Okay, wait. He's gonna take his Morning Star, the old one. You got that.
I can melt that down.
Yeah, you could. And he's gonna take the War Pick that he acquired.
He's like, he's like, War Pick. You don't see many of those coming here.
They were part of the spider issue.
I see. Makes sense. Alright. Morning Stars, I can usually sell them for about 15 gold. I can give you 7 gold for the Morning Star.
That's a good deal.
And for the War Pick, I can give you, again, I can sell that for 5, so I can give you 2 gold for the War Pick, so a total of, what did I say? 9 gold.
Wow, okay, yeah, perfect. That's exactly how much I was anticipating getting. Thank you.
And he tosses 9 gold coins over.
Pushes them into his little pouch.
But I'm generally more interested in like raw materials like ingots, gems, metals. If you can find that kind of stuff. I will do my best to pay the optimal price.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
Thank you again.
I look forward to it. And he takes the Morning Star and he swings it a couple times and goes, "Oh, it's actually still pretty good. I'll polish this up a bit." Takes the War Pick, swings it around a bit. Yeah. And you just see him like polishing them and getting rid of like bits of.
Enak does this as he leaves.
Okay.
He tries like an awkward thumbs up.
Okay.
Back to the dish.
He's like, he goes to getting rid of just wear and tear on these 2 items. You head back to the inn?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Lindak, Talindra, you're downstairs having breakfast. It's a big old plate of full English, so baked beans, sausage, bacon, mushrooms, eggs, toast. A strange disc of black, like a black sausage, blood pudding, and a hot cup of coffee.
Try to look very
Good.
somber.
Okay. Give me
Was that a deception or something?
deception or performance, your choice.
Oh, my performance is like pretty high. So
You're
I'll
attempting
probably...
to deceive, but you're also trying to put on a performance. So it's one of the two.
My performance is +10, so we'll see. 27.
Yeah, you're somber. You're like, there's like the whole crocodile tears going on. Linda.
Yeah. I'm not trying to draw attention to it. I'm just like,
yeah.
you know, if anyone sees me, I just look a little down.
Okay.
and I just kind of eat slowly.
Lindak, are you also trying to feign somberness?
Yeah, I'm looking sad.
Okay. Deception or performance?
+0 or +0. Great. 6 on the dice. I'm not looking very sad, I guess.
Okay.
I'm actually eating, so
True. You're just drowning your sorrows in food.
Sure.
So yeah, Enoch, you come into the tavern. You can see the downstairs is packed. People are eating breakfast. There's 2 plates, kind of set out at the table where your friends are. You get a sense the tavern owner doesn't know what happened last night. You guys did come in through the back door. And yeah, you can see 2 empty seats at your table where your friends are.
Go take a seat.
Okay.
How are you doing, Enoch?
What? Sorry.
How are you
What the-
doing?
I'm alright. He's gonna reach into his pouch. And he's gonna pull out 2 of the daggers, the Ferd and the Steig. And he's gonna push the Ferd to Talindra. So what's he referring to is there's a rune or like a carving on the blade. It's
Okay.
These are gifts that I was making for us.
Oh.
Be careful with them. They apparently still are poisonous.
Oh. This is a surprise. That's very kind of you. Gift.
Well,
Um,
my herd. We don't give gifts of simple things. These are things that can be used to protect you, protect yourself. He sets the one that he had wrapped, kind of like the straps wrapped around his hand. He undoes it and sets it down in front of him. This was for Gravel.
I'm sure you would have liked it.
I think so as well.
We need to discuss what we're doing now in terms of burial rites.
Right. We should bury
Um,
him.
I'm sure there's a place nearby that might sell coffins, or we could get to some sort of, I don't know, have something done.
The local funeral home. Talk to the undertaker.
Talindra,
Mhm.
you would know the funeral home was a part of the temple that was unfortunately
Oh.
destroyed when the Lucid Bastion exploded.
I don't think that's going to be a possibility. And even so, I think it might be quite difficult at the moment to, I mean, there's a lot of people who are needing
Right.
those sorts of things.
You get a sense, Enoch, while you were walking around, you got the distinct scent of pine burning and the smell of cooking meat from the Lucid Bastion area of the city. And
I think your people are burning the bodies, Talindra. I don't think they have room for burials.
All right, perhaps we
We could have our own
find some sort
ceremony.
of. We could do that, or we could put him in a shroud or something like that, and take him to be.
How
Uh,
I think he's asking what we put in the shroud.
yeah.
A box.
Pillows.
Yeah. A wooden box might be better. Like
A
you know,
box it would be ideal if we can find one.
Um,
Yeah.
Sure, we could make one.
As the three of you are talking at the table, a little like squat, stout person's walking around in the tavern going, I just need customers. Had a little incident, so if you can spend coin, I'll be very happy. And he's kind of like putting pamphlets on people's tables. Just please come to my shop. There's a big piece of rock through my roof, so any help would be appreciated. It's Gav. Do you know who I am? And people are like, no. He's like, okay. He comes up to your table. Pamphlet on the table. Hello.
What's the pamphlet?
Hi. I'm Gavin. Some people call me Gav. I run Gorgons and Gremlins.
Uh,
Oh, we've been there. Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys have.
was this
And you
the
see a little
toy
satyr.
store?
You see a little satyr with horns. Yeah, he's dressed in like his best little outfit. But you can tell he probably hasn't worn this outfit in a long time. Especially since he got his chubby belly, so the buttons are kind of like almost bursting off. He's like, yeah, the toy store. I'm not just a toy store. So,
Yeah, I sold you
You got
my
your
coin of
tattoos.
delving.
yeah, candy. I saw candy. Pranks.
I remember.
Tricks of deception. Do you want to deceive
You wouldn't
people?
have you wouldn't possibly have a nice sized wooden box, would you?
I have all sorts of wooden boxes.
About your height, your size.
Yeah.
Something
Probably.
that you would fit into?
I can fit in.
Sorry,
any,
I
can
know
fit in.
that sounds bad, but
Are you calling me fat?
Not at all.
oh no,
Not
no,
at all.
it's more of a height thing. Sorry.
You're just the right size.
That's right.
Why we're
That's what all
using
the
you as an
girls say.
example.
I'm just the right size. So
That's what she said.
it is.
I'm sure they do.
I sell all sorts of boxes.
Okay, well, we need one of your boxes
We
that
need a
fit about
box.
your size.
My size. Do you need to be tricky, magical?
Well, what
No.
sort
Nope,
of
just a plain wooden box.
Well, I have this one wooden box. It can kind of, I call it the chameleon circuit. Please don't sue me,
Okay.
BBC. Doctor Who reference. It's a box. You can touch it and think of any shape that is also a box, and it'll take on the form of that box.
Oh, we need a box that
Oh.
we're gonna burn, and I don't want to
Perfect.
burn a nice box like that.
It's fine. It's a piece of junk. Let's go. To my store. I'll show you where it is. And he starts waddling out of the store. Or out of the
Lindak will
tavern.
get up and follow him.
He waddles outside. You're fucking old. Points to someone kind of just like nearby, and then scurries off.
Okay, follow.
Enok's going to be the last to leave.
Okay.
He's gonna gather up the dagger.
Okay.
Then head out with
Okay.
the others.
You follow this little satyr. He's like, do you want your box now or next week? Come on.
As soon as possible.
Then come.
Right now. Right now would be great.
Yes, we're getting it now.
He kind of like, where's your other friend?
He's a.
That's why we need the box.
We need the box.
Oh. I saw someone get squished. Let's go.
Okay.
And he takes you back to the Lucid Bastion district, where people are, in fact, setting up funeral pyres and burning a lot of people. Like, it's very much like the end of the cursed season of Game of Thrones, where they're burning all the people at Winterfell. And Gavin's like, come on, ignore the smell. He's like scurrying down the street as fast as he can. Eventually, you get to the familiar site of the Gorgon and Gremlins magic shop. A big piece of the Lucid Bastion has gone through the ceiling. Just, he's like, it's fine. It's just surface damage. Let's go.
That looks pretty nasty.
It's surface damage. And he
Right.
runs inside. So,
follow him.
Aside from the box, I have these items on sale today, just in case you're interested. And you see him like pull out this little powder from his pocket and goes, okay, so puts up a pair of boots. A weird shimmering kind of suit. Just a rusty old key. A big wide-brimmed purple hat with a feather sticking out of it. A rust-colored bag. And a deck of cards. These are my special items on sale for today. But I also sell candy if you want candy and food. But the box, I can give you guys the box for free.
Okay.
If you buy
I'm
stuff.
listening.
If you buy stuff and if you do me a favor.
Okay.
I
This is how
understand.
much
The
food I
favor,
have.
the favor is instantaneous. You don't have to.
I
I just need you to test. I need you guys to be like the test audience of one of my new products.
Okay.
Audience.
Yeah. And he pulls
All
out
right.
this small leather satchel and puts it on the counter. Opens up and you see 6 pieces of gum, like 6 spherical gum balls. He closes it. All the colors of the rainbow. He closes it. Don't eat them. I want you to feed them to people you don't like, or people you just are indifferent towards.
Okay. Are
This gum, I'm gonna
do
be-
these do real harm?
Define real harm.
They hurt people.
They can. Here, I'll read you what they do.
Ones hurt people.
I'll read you what they do. They all hurt. They all.
Okay, all right.
They're all bad. He pulls out the red piece of gum. Now, I actually don't know what they do. That's why I kind of want them to be tested. I tried to cast like Identify on it, and Identify wouldn't even tell me. So.
Did you make these, or did you
I made
find
them.
these?
I make all my stuff.
Okay, and you don't know what they do.
Nope.
So you want us to test them on other people?
Yeah, you can try them on yourselves, but I don't think I recommend it. I never trust my own products on myself. He sniffs more powder. So, are you interested? Just 6
I'm
pieces
a
of gum.
little
It's just
concerned.
6 pieces of gum.
Okay, I understand this. I'm a little concerned that I don't want to end up in a murder trial. Can we guarantee that this isn't going to? Is it going to be poison or?
Oh, I don't put poison in my snacks.
No, but
They're meant
I
for
mean-
pranks.
blue-
They're
do you
meant
have a
for
blue?
They're meant for
Do you have a
pranks.
blue?
I do have a blue one.
Can I see it?
Yeah, he hands you it. No. Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As you kind of begin to look like Violet Beauregard from.
25, a 19 plus 6.
So you start to swell up like a balloon, like Violet from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and you feel like you might start floating upwards at 100 feet every 6 seconds.
Hey.
But you shrug it off, and the effect doesn't happen to you.
He spits it on the ground. Okay, next one.
Pick.
You're not really doing this,
Red.
Enak, are you?
Red,
He's gonna go for the
orange,
purple
yellow,
one.
green, indigo, or violet.
Violet.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. As you feel your
That's the best
skin,
one to do it,
your
guys.
skin, your skin kind of gets like a metallic sheen to it.
12?
12. You guys watch as Enoch chews this piece of gum, and their skin starts to turn metallic. Enoch, you become petrified and shrink into a 4-inch figurine of solid steel that resembles you. Just dunk. He's like, oh.
Is that gonna wear off?
I don't know. I said test them on people you don't like. Okay.
Do you have spells?
Yeah.
Do you have anything that can reverse this?
Yeah, let's try. Man. Puts a hand on Enoch, and you see the familiar glyphs of dispel magic. And Enoch, you're back to normal. Okay, so that one turns people into solid steel figurines. Okay. You get a sense, Enoch, you would have been like that for 24 hours. He's like, yeah, that's good to know. He writes it on a piece of paper. Didn't get to figure out what the blue one did. Looked like you were swelling up a bit.
Oh,
I'll
I
say...
was swelling up. Felt like I was gonna start floating.
Oh, good to know. So you can float. Okay. So we know what the violet and the blue one does. Good.
All right. We did come here to find a coffin for our friend. Perhaps we should stay on target.
Right.
Well,
But
actually,
I need you to take these other pieces of gum and test them out on the road. And then I'll give you the box along with that.
All right.
actually,
All right.
you mentioned that you set out in front of us a bunch of stuff. This rust-colored bag. What
Bag
do
of
you
tricks.
know about that?
Bag of tricks.
How much do you want for that?
500 gold. Basically, it's an ordinary bag. See? He shakes it, opens it up. There are fuzzy little balls in it. Closes the bag. When you throw one of these, you can throw them up to about 20 feet away. When it lands, it transforms into a creature from this bag. With this bag, it can turn into a rat, owl, mastiff, goat, giant boar, lion, or brown bear.
Want that?
Once 3 of these fuzzy objects have been pulled out, you can't use it again until tomorrow.
But I don't have 500 gold.
And thankfully, the creature you pull out is friendly to you and your companions. That's a bag of tricks. Are you interested in anything else on the table?
What were the other items again?
Well, there was a deck of cards.
Boots, a kind of shifting suit, like the colors keep shifting on it. Just a rusted key, a big old purple hat with a feather sticking out of it, and a deck of cards.
All right. What does this key do?
Oh, the key is my favorite one, actually. Do you want to know what it does?
Well, yes, of course.
Is that why you asked?
It is. It is
Okay.
indeed.
So look closely, and he like shoves the key in your face, and you can see a question mark is worked into the head of the key. This key has a 5% chance of unlocking any lock into which it is inserted.
5%.
Once it unlocks something, the key disappears.
How much is the key?
60 gold.
That's
Interesting.
1 in 20 chance.
So you could literally say, "Oh no, they locked the king's door," and you could be, "But what if they didn't?" Again,
Could have its uses.
5% chance. Once it does unlock something, it disappears. Forever. I make a lot of these, and surprisingly, I sell a lot of them.
Oh, what about this suit?
The suit. The suit's my favorite, personally. I know I said the key is my favorite, but the suit is my favorite. Also, you can have more than one favorite.
Of course. Of
The
course.
suit is a suit of shift weave. Generally, when you create suits like this, you can have 5 different outfits embedded into the cloth, and while wearing it, you can speak a command word and cause the suit to transform into the outfit that has been programmed into it.
How do you program these outfits? Do you
It's
have to
already
do that,
programmed. It's already programmed.
Oh.
This suit comes with a green velvet nightgown, with a pair of curly-toed slippers and a green velvet sleeping cap. A Dandalian Empire masquerade costume of red and gold silk with an ostentatious frilled collar and a frowning porcelain mask with leather boots.
Ooh, I like that one.
A wolf fur traveling cloak, a hat made with a raccoon head with a tail billowing out the back, and a tunic and pants made from wolf hide with a pair of knee-high fur boots. The 4th outfit, black cloth bandana around the mouth with a black leather tunic, complete with a black cloth hood, and black leather pants with a pair of leather boots. And the final outfit, a patchwork, homemade, I think it was meant for a kid, but again, these outfits will fit any size, they will adapt to your size. A patchwork, homemade green dragonborn costume with cartoonish eyes, and a long dragging tail with a hole in the mouth where the wearer's face rests.
What's the price of that one?
50 gold for the suit.
Oh, it is tempting.
Basically, some of this stuff is really good if you want to conceal yourself.
I could see that.
Especially the hat. And the boots.
Mm-hmm.
What are the boots?
They're none of your business. Actually, they're my favorite. You get a sense everything he makes is his favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So he just keeps saying, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. These are boots of false tracks. Only humanoids can wear these. And while you wear these boots, you can choose to have them leave tracks like those of another kind of humanoid of your size. So for example, if you're small like me, I could make it look like a goblin's walking around. I could make it look like a gnome's walking around. I could make it look like a halfling's walking around, a kobold. That kind of stuff.
I get it.
It has to be the same size as you, or it could be any tracks. of
Another
any kind?
a humanoid of your size.
Oh, okay.
A human child.
Hey, what's that powder stuff you keep putting in your nose?
None of your business. Continuing.
Oh, that's
I
really
call
none
it.
of my business.
I call it rejuvenation powder.
Rejuvenation powder.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And what sort of effects does it have, out of curiosity?
Makes you feel rejuvenated. Hence the name.
That makes sense. What about this hat here? What does it?
The
what
hat
does this do?
is easily my favorite. Oh, this guy sucks. But I love him so much. The hat. Sorry, I closed my notes. This is my favorite item of those you see before you. This is a hat of disguise. It requires attunement. But if you wear this hat, you can use an action to cast a disguise self spell from it at will. No charges, no once a day bullshit. The spell ends if the hat is removed. So you can wear this hat and look like someone else entirely. Obviously the hat also, will change. You're not going to be always wearing a big old hat. That's a hat of disguise.
What's the
much
price
is
on that one?
300 gold.
That one's probably the most useful.
Combine the hat of disguise with boots of false tracks. Boom!
Yeah.
And then there's this, and he gestures towards the deck of cards. These are my favorite.
Yes.
This deck of cards can do whatever you want him to do. That's not true. They are a deck of illusions. Basically, draw a card at random. You have to draw a card at random for it to work. And you throw it at the ground, anywhere within 30 feet of you. And an illusion of the creature, of the card, on these blank cards appears.
Do you have to throw it on the ground immediately after you draw it?
Yes.
Or can you hold on to it for a moment?
You have to throw it if you want to use it. The creature that appears is illusory. It looks real, of its appropriate size, and behaves as if it were a creature, except that it can do no harm. And if you're within 120 feet of this creature, you can use an action to move it magically, anywhere within 30 feet of its card. Again, as per all illusions, any physical action with it reveals it to be an illusion, because objects can pass through it. Or someone can investigate it and determine that it's translucent. But they gotta get up real close. It lasts until the card is moved or the illusion is dispelled. When the illusion ends, the image on its card disappears, and the card can't be used again. So, for example, this deck is a surprise. Do you want to know what's in it?
You're willing to tell?
Red Dragon, Knight and 4 guards, Succubus or Incubus, Druid, Cloud Giant, Etten, Bugbear, Goblin, Beholder, Archmage and Mage Apprentice, Night Hag, Assassin. Gotta watch out for assassins, they're tricky people. Fire Giant, Ogre Mage, Gnoll, Kobold, Lich, Priest, Medusa, Veteran, Frost Giant, Troll, Hobgoblin, Goblin, Iron Golem, a bunch of bandits, an Arañez, Berserker, Hill Giant, Ogre, Orc, Kobold, and yourself.
Wow.
Pretty broad range.
How much is that one worth?
300 gold.
Do we have
Okay. So you said we could get a free box and a disc if we do the gum stuff.
Yeah,
So if we did
but you have to buy something.
right, so if we did your gum task,
Yep.
you would give us a free box if we bought something.
Yep.
What would you give us gold off of the price?
Persuasion check. With advantage because he's essentially coked out of his head.
Oh, it's not supposed to be 19.
Yeah.
60 plus 8.
Works for me.
Okay.
What do you want to buy? I'll give you half price off of any of these items that you want to buy. Only
Half
one.
price?
Only.
Good.
Oh,
You know what?
only-
Only half price on one.
Okay, the hat.
Alright.
The hat. I said the hat.
Okay.
I want the bag, man.
Well, okay, so was one person saying hat and one person saying bag.
The hat is more useful if you're trying to deceive people and remain hidden.
What if I gave you and he takes off the amulet of drunkard and he puts it down?
Well, that's quite useful. You sure you want to get rid of that?
Well,
He grabs the
I don't
amulet
have
and kind of
money
just
for
like focuses on it and goes, "Ah, this is fun."
the other one seems more useful in the moment. Okay, so how many more of these gumballs do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the red, orange, yellow, green, and indigo. He's like, okay, let me just check something in my head palace. What rarity is the Amulet of the Drunkard? Is it uncommon?
Yeah, it's just uncommon.
Okay. The amulet I can buy for 100 golds, or I can take 100 gold off the asking price of the Hat of Disguise, and make the Hat
What
of
if I give
Disguise
you the
200
amulet?
gold. What?
What if I give you the amulet, this bag of gold that I have, and he pats the pouch?
How much is in it?
It's a surprise.
I like
He's got
Would you
a
like me to
shink,
count it?
shink, 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 shink.
I like surprises.
Mhm. I do the rest of the gumball stuff, and we get that hat.
You're gonna eat the rest of them?
I can. I wasn't going to.
Oh.
But I can if that's easier for you.
I recommend you don't. Just in case. You saw what happened to you. You turned into a statue of metal.
Yeah. True, true.
Deal! And he gives you he takes the amulet of the drunkard, all your gold, and he gives you the Hat of Disguise.
Okay, give me the gum.
He
And he's gonna
does.
put the hat on.
Gives you this little pouch of gum. It's a leather pack of gum with 5 pieces remaining. You can eat one piece as an action, or you can be fed a piece of gum as an action. A creature that willingly eats the gum, I forgot to do this. A creature that willingly eats the gum has disadvantage on the saving throw to resist the gum's effect. Yeah.
Shit. Okay, good to know.
He's like, yeah, let me know what they do and come back.
Okay.
As for the box, and he puts up a box. Just a random, shabby-looking wooden box. Just poof.
It looks like the right size.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Just, you have to be nice to the box. Hello, box.
I think that's gonna.
That's funny, box. Turn into a coffin. Turns into a coffin.
Lindak's going to pick it up and put it on his shoulder.
Okay. Just tell
Thank
me
you.
it can only turn into box-shaped objects.
Gotcha.
So it can't turn into a barrel. It has to roughly be the same size as the box it started out as.
Understood.
Right. That should do.
You want to
for
buy
our
anything
purposes.
else?
Yes, but I don't have enough money.
The boots?
What is it you want? What is it you want to buy, Linda?
I want that bag.
Oh, how much
500
was the
gold
bag?
for it. It's 500 gold.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
The
Sorry.
boots, the boots are 40. The suit is 50. The key is 60.
I do have a little bit of money. The two of you think that the key is worth buying, or perhaps
I think it's worth buying if you ask my opinion.
well, of course you're going to say that.
I also sell food if you'd rather buy snacks.
You know what? I think I'm all right.
I have just so
you know what?
I have beads of refreshment.
Yes.
I
Okay.
have beads of nourishment.
Mhm.
I have something called dust of deliciousness.
That's not what you've been.
No.
With the dust of deliciousness, what is that? It's just very delicious. That's
Well,
all.
you see, it does some things.
Okay.
It's a reddish-brown dust. You can sprinkle it on an edible substance to greatly improve the flavor. However, the dust also dulls the eater's senses. Anyone eating food treated with this dust has disadvantage on wisdom ability checks and wisdom saving throws for 1 hour. And there's enough in here to flavor 6 servings.
I don't see that being very useful in many situations, unless any of you are interested.
I use it all the time.
In
Usually
your
on my-
candy?
Usually on my customers to get them to spend more money. What?
In your candy?
No.
Okay.
Enak's focusing really hard on this hat.
You have to attune to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't personally feel that it's necessary to buy food, but if either of you are interested in.
Bead of nourishment's basically you eat it and you don't have to eat for the rest of the day. One little
Okay.
bead, just
And what does the other one do?
it makes like a liter. It makes like a liter of water.
Liter of water.
You put it in like a tankard and it just will fill your tankard up perfectly with fresh cold water.
That would be good for our trip that we're taking.
Yeah, it
Could
would.
be.
You should buy
How
some.
much is that?
Bead of nourishment. Each one's about. Bead of refreshment's the water one. 5 gold each for a bead of refreshment. The food one, 25 gold each.
And it gives you a gallon of water, did you say?
Did I say that?
Or I don't remember what it was you said. It was a lot of water. It
You
seemed.
said a liter.
It's a pint.
Liter. Okay,
It's
that
a
makes sense.
pint.
A pint, so
Pint.
half a liter.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a spongy, flavorous, gelatinous bead, and it dissolves in liquid, transforming up to a pint of. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. You put it in a liquid, and it
Okay.
transforms that liquid up to a pint. It transforms up to a pint of the liquid into fresh, cold drinking water. So you can just
Oh.
like take your tankard and into a stream, put that in, boom, fresh, cold drinking water. However, it doesn't
Basically,
work
Talindra, like,
on
we don't-
magical liquids or harmful substances such as poison.
We don't need that. I have a.
You can piss.
I have
You can do what
that
I do
in
sometimes to test it out. You
Purify.
piss. You pee in a tankard, and then you put the bead in, and it's perfect.
Well, I think we'll probably be fine with our water skins. I don't
Watch
think of
out.
anything else we
Watch out
we
for
need.
water skin mold.
We'll keep our eye out.
It's a mold that grows in your water skins, and if you ingest it, it paralyzes you, and your face falls off.
No, that is perilous.
That's a 15
Um,
on a deception check.
It's just.
Should I roll an insight?
I am 100%.
It's up to you.
Shit. Yeah, no, 13. Enak is like, yep, that sounds about right.
Might as well.
I think I've heard of that. That's frightening.
You can also use your passive insight if you want. This
Yeah,
guy's-
I don't believe it. I got an 18.
Okay, he's like, yeah, I knew someone who died of it before. Anyways, all right, you have your box, you have your hat. Do you want anything else? You want the boots?
How much did you say the boots were? They were
600
how much
gold
did you
now.
say? Yeah, I
They're 40 gold.
40 gold
Yeah,
for the boots?
yeah.
I thought you said more before.
Nope, 40. 40 for the boots,
Oh.
50 for the suit, 60 for the key, 500 for the bag, 300 for the deck.
Do we want the boots?
Yes, you do.
It's up to you. I bought what I wanted.
I'm already writing up the piece of paper, the sell order already. So
You know what? We know where you are.
but
Why don't-
I just
think,
wrote out. I just wrote out the sell order though.
Well,
The order of sale. The
that's
bill
not
of sale.
legally
The
binding.
bill of sale is already written up.
It's not legally binding.
Oh,
I think we're okay. We just want to
Xander,
deal with our.
we have thieves
I'm
in this
leaving.
store.
Enak
And-
is walking.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, Linda.
No response. Nothing. You just like Xander. Thieves.
We've had a
Enak
very
is
difficult
leaving.
day, sir. We thank you for catering to us, but we do have to leave.
Fine. Enjoy your box and your hat.
We
Thank you. We'll
I'm bringing
enjoy
your
the
guns
box.
and
We'll
stuff
use
later.
it.
I change stock every day, so next time you come by, there might be more fun to play with. And be careful with that gum.
Okay.
yes, right, yes.
He snaps his fingers and the
take
door
care.
just slams shut. And as the door slams shut, some of like the hole in the ceiling, some of the debris from the ceiling just goes. He's like, surface damage. It's fine. And you guys walk away from the shop.
All right.
I'm never going back to that shop ever again. Don't ever make me do that. That was miserable.
I'm sorry, but we did need the box.
I'm sure we could have found a carpenter or someone who works with wood that could have built us a box. I'm gonna go distribute this gum now, and Enok's gonna be like,
Okay.
turn and walk.
Okay. As
It's
you're
gonna take time though as he's walking to attune to
Sure.
his hat though.
Okay. As you're walking, Lindak, the other two of you, Lindak, you hear a voice kind of whispering to you. It's like, "Hey, buddy, are you my
He
new
looks-
friend now?
He looks at the box.
Hey, buddy, what's your name?"
Lindak box. Do you have a name?
Box.
Hi, box.
And there's people like walking around and see you talking to a box and giving you weird looks. Like, yeah, okay. This.
Wait, I'm with him. Am I hearing this as well?
You're not hearing the box. You're just hearing Lindak talking to it.
What are you?
It's talking
you-
to me, Tal. He said it was friendly, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Mm.
What's it
Turns out
saying?
Turns out it actually is. It's
I'm an
just
animated.
being-
You can call me animated.
Oh, he's an animated box.
Yep.
He says we can call him animated.
I'm a polymorphing animated box, but I can only polymorph into other boxes my size.
That's handy. We're gonna
It's
need
really
you
not.
to look like a coffin.
It's really not handy.
It's handy for us
I
right
can't
now.
shrink. I stay this size.
I'd almost feel sorry for you if I cared.
I kind of try whisper to Lindak, like, "Do you want me to cast Dispel Magic?"
I'm not sure if it would hold its shape. Right now its shape
That's
is a
true.
coffin.
I would hold my
That's
shape.
true. Oh, did you
Fine.
hear that? I apologize. Oh, I didn't. Oh, no, I
You
can't
You
hear
didn't
it.
hear it. He said.
Never mind.
It would work, but it would kill me. My consciousness would cease to exist.
Um,
You guys burning this box?
What'd
do
you want me for
to
anyway?
cast dispel? Maybe you should cast dispel now.
What am I being used for?
Well, it would. You had a good point. It would do away with the coffin
Why is she
appearance.
talking about doing away with me?
Oh, that's just the way she talks. Don't worry about it, Bob.
Okay, that makes sense. Smells
Oh,
like burning
God.
relatives around here.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should take this box to the hotel.
We should. We should put some of Gravel's stuff. And Gravel, of course. He looks around to make sure we're not being
Who's
overheard
Gravel?
or anything.
Who's Gravel?
He's the reason we need a coffin. Oh, I can't hear him.
Box.
Sorry, never mind.
He's going to be close to you soon. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. We get back to the hotel.
Okay. Bootstrap. What are you up to?
Bootstrap's gonna try and get this ring to Callie.
Okay. You can easily find her.
Please.
She's with
Yeah.
all of the people being burned on the pyres.
He's just gonna be he's going to be holding up this ring like he found it
Mhm.
and being like, "Oh, this is neat." And he's just gonna try and pace around her until she notices.
Oh, that's my husband's.
And he's gonna throw it into the air.
She-
and then
Just catches it.
and then he's gonna go off.
Okay. Whereabouts?
He as he was going to do this, he was following everybody up until they got to the shop.
Yes, you were.
And then when they went into the shop, he noticed they were in there for a bit, so he went off and did this.
Mhm.
So he's gonna go back to the shop
Okay.
and probably sees that they're gone,
Yeah.
and he's gonna go in there.
Oh, you're the old person I saw outside the tavern. The dim's light.
Yeah. Hey, you got anything good?
Puts the boots up, the shift weave suit, the mystery key, the bag of rust, and the deck of illusions. This stuff.
Oh, that looks pretty nice. And he'll hold out the that could still be useful.
Boots are 40 gold, suits 50, the key is 60, the bag is 500, the cards are 300.
Yeah. We'll assume that he gives Bootstrap the same lowdown for everything. Okay. How about them boots?
40 gold.
All right. Deal.
Okay. They don't require attunement.
I'm better.
I don't think. Yep.
So-
You just put them on, and the boots can leave tracks like those of any other kind of humanoid your size. Satyr, goblin, kobold, dwarf.
Dwarfs are medium.
You're not there. Small dwarfs, human children.
Yeah. And he puts them on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Can I get some of your food?
Yeah. These are beads of refreshment, beads of nourishment, and dust of deliciousness. I'm currently out of my prototype product, Gavin's Gum of Chewing.
Oh, that sounds nice.
This big oaf of a Goliath is going to test it out. I'm excited.
Oh, lucky. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that'll be it for me. I'm a little low on the gold now.
Okay.
Unless, how much would you give me for this? And he holds out the necklace of adaptation.
What rarity is the necklace of adaptation?
Uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay. Looks at 500 gold.
All right.
1d6 times 100. 500 gold.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Gives you 500 gold.
All right.
Do you want to buy one of my more expensive items now?
Yeah, sure.
The suit, the key, tricks, or the deck of illusions?
What's the suit again?
Shift
Sorry.
wave suit. It comes pre-programmed with 5 outfits you can magically change the suit to look like. The first is a green velvet nightgown with a pair of
Oh, right. Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thanks.
And then, yeah, the fifth one is a cool patchwork kid's costume, essentially.
Yeah. And then the other one was a bag of tricks.
Yep,
Okay.
the bag of
And
tricks
the deck.
is 500, the deck of illusions is 300, the mystery key is 60, and the suit is 50.
All right. So this might be a little meta, but I figured I'd ask the group because, just cause they were there anyway. If we had 500 gold, I'm thinking the deck or the bag of tricks. And see where we go after that, or that. What do you guys think?
Those seem to be the most useful.
The what?
The most useful.
The deck? Is that what you said?
Oh, are you just asking which one
Yeah.
of the two?
Oh, the big.
The bag of tricks
I would
creates
probably say
living.
bag, yeah.
The bag of tricks creates living creatures. The deck of illusions creates illusionary creatures, but the deck of illusions can create an illusionary dragon.
But the
And other
bag
things,
will
yeah.
produce critters that'll actually help us.
For a little bit of time
Okay.
before they disappear, yeah.
Right.
All right.
I make a lot of mystery keys.
I'll take. How much is a bag of tricks?
500 gold.
500. Sold.
Okay. You can add a bag of tricks, rust colored. I don't think it
Okay.
I don't think you can actually choose the color, but it is a rust colored bag of tricks.
Yeah, each color gives you different critters.
You roll D8 when you want to throw one of these things down in it.
All right. Cool. And then that key.
The key is 60.
Sold.
Okay. You can add a mystery key to your equipment as well. No go on the suit.
Might have to hold off for now.
It'll be gone next week.
Yeah, sorry about that. I only got 46 gold left.
Oh, you're 4 short.
Yeah. You got any food?
They got beads of refreshment and beads of nourishment and
All
dust
right,
of
that's right.
deliciousness.
Damn it.
I'm currently in the
he's done.
process of making another product.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll save my money for then. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm Gavin.
Hey, Gavin.
What's your name?
Bootstraps.
Okay.
You're a great fella. See you later.
Steven! Steven! And then just keeps calling for Steven as you leave.
Great. Nailed it.
Alright. Enoch. You are wandering the streets of a district where people are very much having a rough time of things. And those
Can
kids,
he-
those kids from earlier approach you and go, "Your bandages are so cool."
He reaches into the little bone pouch for a moment. That's it. Decides against it. Walks
Oh
away.
man, that would
Thank
have been
you.
amazing. Okay.
Um,
And they run off. And you can see there are like, yeah,
okay, question.
sure.
Can he wander
Mm-hmm.
and fully attuned to this hat.
Yeah.
He does have a goal.
Okay.
If he could change his appearance. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So after that hour, and he's attuned to the hat,
Mm-hmm.
he is going to go to like the side of a building away from people,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to think really hard about making himself look like Gavin.
You fucker. Yeah, let me look, because Gavin is not considered a small creature. I just don't remember if...
Yeah, it doesn't. He's supposed to be a large version of Gavin. Is essentially what he can do.
Disguise self. It is a first level spell.
Yeah.
You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller. Yes, you can be
He
Yeah.
wants to be a Goliath size.
You can be a Goliath-sized Gavin, a Goliath-sized satyr.
Mhm.
So yeah, you get all the facial features and everything of Gavin.
He's got pretty short. Okay, I think I'm ready. And he's going to he is going to he's going to wander a little bit more,
Okay.
maybe get out of this really sad part of town.
Okay.
And he wants to God, this is gonna seem so messed up. He wants to find anybody that vaguely resembles Vox, maybe like a large bugbear or another large Goliath.
Give me a
or
perception
something
check.
that
Because Vox is a green half dragon, so you'd be looking for like a green dragonborn.
14.
You can kind of sitting on a chair outside, kind of like in a hooded outfit, like a tan color. Vox's was black, and this green dragonborn is just kind of like sharpening a stick, like whittling a stick.
Oh, hello. My name is Gavin, and I sell gum.
Oh, hello. You sell gum?
Would you like? Mm-hmm. They're really delicious.
Give me a persuasion check. Because, like, random person comes up, I sell gum, do you want to try them?
22?
Fuck. Alright. How much are they? For a piece?
Oh, just kidding. They're free. Ooh, how crazy am I? Here's a green one for you.
Green? Okay, and he eats it. And he eats it willingly, so disadvantage on the save. He sits there, he gets chewing for a bit. That one tastes like moldy bread. Doesn't taste too good. And he watches an 8-inch layer of mold begins to grow out of his scales and just cover his entire body. And as it happens, the mold coughs up a 30-foot radius cloud of toxic spores. I need you to make a... So, Enak. 10, 14. You take 16 points of poison damage. And you hear the person who is chewing it just...
Kind of pats him. Oh.
No movement.
That's crazy.
You can see some of the other mold spores are getting ready to spew another cloud.
Okay. And he's gonna run off.
And you hear people going, oh, you can hear like the approach of, something's happening over here. And you hear guards like,
It's crazy. It's Gavin's crazy gum.
you just
Did he
run
just
off
run it?
screaming that? Okay.
Yep.
We got a murder on our hands. This one's been poisoned. And the guards like try not to get into the cloud, and as the cloud dissipates, another one. They're like, oh fuck!
Okay, as he's running, he's gonna veer down an alleyway really quick, and he's going to. Fuck.
So I'll let you know what the green one does.
Switches form.
Just because.
Oh, right.
A creature that eats this piece of gum must succeed in a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or is covered in an 8-inch layer of mold that spews a 30-foot radius cloud of toxic spores. The cloud lasts for 1 minute, and all creatures starting their turn in the cloud take 4d6 poison damage. Every 10 minutes, there's no saving throw for being in the cloud either. Every 10 minutes, another cloud is spewed forth. Or every 10 minutes, another cloud is spewed forth. This effect can be removed with a Dispel magic spell. So for 10 minutes, every 10 minutes for... Oh, there's no end.
Forever.
Every 10 minutes is just... Yeah, there's no duration on that one until the Dispel magic is done on it. Oh, fuck. And as you're hiding, you can still hear, like, in the distance, oh, get the priests!
He's gonna be like, oh shit. He's gonna change his form into, a large dark elf.
Okay.
White hair, large dark elf.
Okay. The green one was one of the worst ones.
One of them.
The violet one is a funny one because it turns someone into a 4-inch figurine of solid steel that resembles himself.
So we have 4 more to go.
Yep.
So, are there any? The next one? Can he try to find a dwarf?
This is a place in turmoil. They just their entire society just got destroyed, and you're like, let's go on him.
You see a dwarf kind of coming out of a house, and he's straightening his outfit, putting on a little hat. Hello.
Hello.
What you got?
Do you know what would look really good with your outfit there?
No.
This piece of gum.
Persuasion check. This is weirdo walking up like, have a piece of gum.
At 21, 18 plus 3.
He's like,
21.
I haven't had gum since I was a child.
I roll a d4 just to see which gum. So it's red.
Well, there's
red
5 left.
Oranges. No, he
Right?
gave a green one, so there's 4 now.
Right. Indigo, yellow, orange, and red.
So red is 1, orange is 2, yellow is 3, indigo is 4. So we'll see. I'll leave this up to chance because he's not paying it. Oh, orange.
Okay. That sucks. He eats it. Oh, it kind of tastes like beef.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of goes, oh.
Enak backs up a little bit.
Moo! Why did I say that? And he watches he turns into a cow. Still with the little hat on. Because it's not a shade. It's a polymorph. So the clothes aren't getting changed. It's just him. So his clothes all get ripped as he turns into this weird looking, this big old cow. Just
Fuck.
and it looks right at you. And then just wanders off. Because it doesn't have the same intelligence as this dwarf, so it doesn't have any idea what just happened, so just walks off. A creature that eats this piece of gum must succeed in a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or they're transformed into a cow for 24 hours.
Oh, fuck. This is why Enak needs his conscience, which is supposed to be dead at the moment. So
Only one person died.
he's gonna.
So.
So far.
I mean, honestly, Enak doesn't really feel that bad. He is associating green dragonborns and the like to. I mean, that was kind of his.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the dwarf seemed to have a good effect on it, so he's gonna go and look for like another dwarf.
Okay.
They seem to like not react
All right.
as bad as the dragonborn did.
Immediately coming out of the house is his wife, going, "Oh, quick today. Usually takes him a bit to get going." In the distance, you hear a,
you were the wait.
Oh, weird. We don't get cows in the city that often. Turns to you. Oh, hello.
Hello. I actually gave another dwarf fellow a piece of gum, and he was so excited about it, he just took off.
Oh,
Do you want a piece?
Of course. If it's that good.
Okay. Yeah. Here you go.
What colors do you have left?
He's
Or what? She wouldn't know that.
he's gonna hold out the bag. Oh no, he'll open the bag for her, and there's the red, yellow, and indigo one.
I'm gonna roll a d3.
Okay.
1 red, 2 yellow, 3 indigo. Enok's day out.
Fucking with the city a little bit more.
Okay. Oh, good. Good! Oh, I'll take the yellow one.
Okay.
Jeez.
Like sunshine.
You don't know how right you are, Enak.
Oh.
Oh. It kind of burns a little. You know, it's like spicy. And only you see this. Because you're the only one nearby. Her head starts to triple in size. And begins to radiate sunlight. As per the daylight spell. Just
Oh!
she's like, I
not
can't
the
see! I
sun.
can't see! I can't see!
I can't either. Oh no!
And
And
you
he's
see,
gonna like
she
run.
She drops to the ground because the head is also tripled in weight. She's like, looks struggling on the ground, turtling with her big, like, triple-sized head, just emanating the light of the sun in this area. Just.
Someone release the sun! Help! And he's gonna be like running away.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
We were headed back to the inn.
Okay. On your way back, you just see a cow walk by. Wearing a hat.
Have I ever seen a cow in Rosanna?
Quite strange.
I don't want a metagame. I would. Would this strike me as possibly a magical thing happening here?
Roll me an Arcana
Like,
check.
Because it's just like such a strange thing to see in the
It is
middle of the
strange.
town.
And like,
That's an
for some
8.
reason, there's daylight emanating from another area, like a few blocks away. This city is always nighttime. So the sun is just like a few blocks away.
And,
I rolled an 8 Arcana.
That's just, you don't know. It's probably just weird. It's probably just a cow.
Cows aren't native to this place, though, right?
They're not,
You?
but you're like,
It
you
could be
don't,
like
you
someone
don't,
traveling.
but you don't think it's magical.
Huh.
And yeah, even Bootstrap, whatever you're doing, you can see a cow just kind of lumbering around going. "Mrrr."
Lindak, does it seem bright over there? For the city?
He looks up. Yeah.
Don't ever remember
Over that
anything
way.
that bright. Should we check it out?
Do you want to? I'd rather get back with this box. It's starting to get a little heavy.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
you're too weak, I guess.
Shut up, fatso.
I'm not fat. box.
Yeah, you're big and heavy.
You look pretty big and heavy yourself.
Yeah, but I'm not carrying me. I'm carrying you.
You're technically
it's very
carrying.
disconcerting.
You can't hear me. You're technically carrying yourself on your legs.
True.
It's very disconcerting just watching you have a conversation with yourself.
It's not really
I
with
know
myself.
I know it's with the box, but to me. All right. If you don't want to check that out, if you don't think it's odd,
And
I
also
do think it's odd.
And also,
I just,
where the sunlight's coming from, you just hear screaming. And you
Sounds
you
like
kind of see
some
some
place-
guards kind of going, like rushing over to a different area.
yeah. Okay. I think I will check it out. You can head back to the hotel if you like. I feel that I have a bad feeling about this.
Alrighty. All right. If you insist. Yep.
I'll go in
That's
the
fine.
direction
I'll take this back and maybe then I'll come.
All right. I go in the direction of the brightness.
Okay, yeah, you get there, and I don't play with sunlight sensitivity because that is bullshit. But you see a dwarf woman on the ground. You can't see her head because it's literally radiating sunlight. So it's like you're looking directly at the sun as you round the corner, and she's like screaming and like trying to like get up, but her head's too heavy. It's just big old sunlight, just.
Oh, okay. I go up to them. I go up to her. I'll cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. And the head goes back
I think that's just third level.
Yep, the head goes back to normal. And the sunlight goes away, and she's like, "Oh, thank you."
What happened?
A big drow man offered me a piece of gum, and
You don't say.
And you can see that her eyes, they don't work no more.
Oh, she's like oh no.
Yeah, she has sunlight all around her face.
Oh God.
And
I
then,
think.
And then they start to go back to normal.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh."
Scared me for a moment. Are you feeling all right?
I feel fine now. I am never.
Okay.
If you see a drow man offering you gum, don't take it.
Oh, I don't never take food from strangers.
He said he. He said he fed it to my husband too.
What is your husband?
Describes a dwarf and describes the dwarf. Kind of round, big beard, shabby clothes, and a kind of shabby, flat, peaked cat. And the cow was wearing the hat she described.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna try to find your husband, and hopefully I'll send him this direction if I find him.
Okay, and I'm gonna get the guards and tell the guards to be on the lookout for that person.
That's probably a good thing to do. That's probably smart. I will go do that. You go and rest.
And she turns around and just goes back inside, going, "What a weird day."
Oh God! And I just start wandering, looking for that cow again, or for
Perception
Enoch. That's a dirty 20.
The cow kind of like walks out from another street that you're going up, just kind of turns and comes out. It's like, "Mrrr."
Would I do another Arcana just to be sure that this is like this is a being that's been transformed?
It's got the hat that she described on its
I
head.
know.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty I'm pretty confident in that.
You're pretty confident at this point. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll do another dispel magic. I'm gonna get rid of a lot of spell
A lot of your
slots
third level
this
spell
one.
slots. Yeah. You cast it, and the cow goes back into a dwarf, but his like clothes are all like ripped apart. He's like, "Oh, my apologies, madam."
One moment.
And he runs away. Just and he just scurries back to his house.
Bye. Okay. I look around for Enoch.
Don't see him
I'm
nearby.
assuming he's disguised. I don't see him. Okay. I'm just gonna wander for a bit.
Cool.
try to see if he's done anything else. Or just try to find.
That'll
him.
bring us to Lindak with the box. Hi.
Lindak will take the box back up to the room and put it down on the floor.
Okay. It's cold down here.
And
now you're ignoring me. That's really rude.
He will start putting some of Gravel's stuff in the box.
Okay. This stuff stinks. It smells like blood.
Yeah.
Not the first blood.
And he'll put a few things in the box, and then he's going to kind of look around and go, well, where the heck is everybody? And he's going to go back out on the streets.
You're just leaving me up here? That's all right. I can sing songs. Where
do I have to get before I can't hear it anymore?
Like 30 feet away.
Okay, so by the time I get out the front door,
Yeah,
I can't hear him anymore.
You can't hear him anymore. Yeah.
Can I see any of my friends?
Perception check.
22.
You see the.
I rolled a nat one. Away.
You see the old goblin.
Trips.
What do I see him doing?
Tripping.
Yeah. He catches himself and then just slowly turns and looks at you.
And you two also see a horrific looking green dragonborn. No mold spores on it, but being put on a pyre to be burned. Careful, this one still might be contagious.
Yeah.
And then
backs away.
a flame.
I'm just looking for my friends.
Yeah. You'll see that Bootstrap has kind of a not as nice looking bow as Gravel did. It's not. It's working. It's in working condition, and it's probably reliable, but it don't look so good. Not polished. You could probably get a splinter off it.
You know, I might have something. You look like you could use a new bow. That one just doesn't look.
Oh, it's perfect. I just got it.
You sure? Well, I have one up in my room if you want it.
No, I'm good. Thanks, so fella.
Yeah, no problem. You can go up and just grab it. That's fine. You have my permission to go in my room.
Is this the one that he's seen before? That's a crossbow.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Huh?
What?
What does that mean?
Well, what bow did you have?
I had a short bow. But
How can it
I
be?
have a light crossbow you can have.
yeah. Gravel would probably seen you with that. He's more bow oriented. Plus a light crossbow for a gnome is like.
Well, while the two of you are standing here, you can see a large cluster of about 30 or so Aurora Watch soldiers entering Gavin's magic shop.
Hmm.
You know what happened there? Huh?
Idea.
Strange day.
And then they come walking out and he goes, "Nah, he's too small."
Uh, should we, you go find the others, yeah? I'll be right behind.
Didn't catch that at all.
He's just like kind of shooing you away, and that he's gonna like
Yeah.
see
Okay.
him kind of go off to the side because he doesn't want to spend too much time near you guys because we always used to travel as a group of 4, and if another small type of humanoid creature is traveling with you, it's gonna kind of give him out.
Gotcha.
Guys, so he's
Lindak's gonna go look for his other friends.
Okay.
yeah, and Bootstrap's gonna assist, and try to as well.
All right. So you can easily find Talindra wandering around.
So, Tal, what was the light?
It was
I see it's gone
some
now.
sort of magical effect from gum.
Oh,
I've run across 2 at this point. I'm trying to find others.
2? What was the other?
That cow.
The cow?
The cow, yes. A married couple, actually, interestingly. But yes, I am trying to find any other casualties, so to speak.
Hmm. There was
But
a
no luck
strange.
yet.
There was a strange body at the pyre, but I'm not sure about that.
Oh God, I hope that wasn't. There has been a lot of odd magical things going on. It might just be that.
Absolutely,
Oh,
we should find
something from the
Enak.
crater. Yes, I think that would be the best thing to do. I've been looking, but I can't seem to find him.
Well, he did buy that hat.
Yes,
He
he
could
did
look
buy
like
that hat.
anyone or anything. Lindak starts looking closely at the people around. I don't know if he would be able to see anything though.
Perception check.
A 24. Sorry, 19. I got a +5 on perception.
What area is Lindak at, or Enoch at currently?
I mean, he ran away from
Sure.
the sun.
Yeah.
Head
So
lady.
May not be anywhere near.
yeah, I'll say that you do see through a little bit of the disguised self and see Enoch.
Or like you can just kind of pick him out because he has the same gait,
Yeah.
like the same way of walking.
And he's a big ass drow, like a
Yeah.
glass-sized drow.
That too.
It's
Giant
pretty
drow.
much a drow,
And
an Enoch version of a
And Talindra, you
drow.
would also like immediately tell because the dwarf woman told you it was a Goliath-sized drow, like a large
Oh
drow.
yes,
Yeah.
okay. Enoch. I just see him run around, like past me, or what do I see?
Yeah, essentially.
He's looking for. I would say Enoch's looking for another person.
Okay, perception
to
check.
give come to. Okay.
He's Bootstrap.
You see Bootstrap.
Yeah, I'm just like Enoch.
A 24.
You see Bootstrap, and you see your friends, and you see a bunch of commoners just walking around. There's one kind of like collapsed in
Well,
an
he kno-
alleyway drinking.
Oh, okay. He'll go to the person in the alleyway drinking.
Okay, you guys see Enoch walk up to someone in an alleyway drinking. Just
Starts heading
Hello.
towards him.
hi.
Yeah.
How does it go?
It is going good. Do you like cinnamon?
Love cinnamon.
Well, I have a piece of candy for you.
Oh, great.
Here's some cinnamon gum, and he's gonna pull out.
The red one.
Yeah.
Okay, takes it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it does taste like cinnamon. He kind of like sits.
He's gonna back up a little
He
bit.
sits upright. You ever get that feeling where you want to belch but you can't?
Yeah, and he's gonna kind of step further away.
He goes to try. He's like trying to make himself belch, but nothing's coming out. He's like, oh, well, thanks for the gum, and he goes back to drinking.
Belch.
And you can see he gets like just so close to belching, and then nothing. He doesn't do it. He's like, oh.
Belch and cinnamon.
That's
Okay.
pain. That's
One more.
that's a fate worse than death.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
On the edge of belching and just like, come on.
He's like,
That
oh.
pressure right there that you get, like, center of your chest. Okay, last one. Just one more.
We approach
yes,
Enoch.
It just seems like this gum, that piece of gum, just prevents you from belching. He's like, I'm gonna go back to the dim's light.
Wait. Oh.
No, I'm gonna go that way. And he kind of like gets up and he just falls unconscious from being just too drunk. Just.
Oh, hello. Good day, madam.
Hello. You guys just see Enoch walk up to another person.
Okay. I think we were gonna go and
I'll say
stop him.
so you're following him. It takes him about 20 minutes to find somebody else.
Okay, Enoch.
Yes. One moment, ma'am. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Can we speak possibly privately?
We were
All
having,
right.
we were having a conversation first.
It won't take very long.
All right.
You can go about your day, ma'am. Thank you for
Okay,
your time.
She turns and wanders off.
We almost done.
You all hear. What's everyone's passive perception?
20 or 15.
Actually, we'll say this would have taken about an hour to get to find somebody else who you deemed appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's everyone's passive perception?
15.
14.
Okay.
I had the highest one. 16.
Couple blocks back, you hear a.
Enoch.
And you can smell burning and smoke, and there's smoke billowing up in the air.
Do you know
was
anything about
odd.
this?
You know,
Enoch.
legitimately, I do not know what that was.
Okay, I look in the direction. Does it seem
There's
magical
guards
in
like
nature?
full sprinting over there, and they can say, "Fire! There's a fire!" And just
Oh, God.
That is unfortunate, don't you think?
Yeah, fire. The city doesn't need any more stuff like that right now.
Wonder what happened.
Perhaps should we go check it out?
No. The guards seem to be doing their job.
They're like, "Oh, you
I don't
can
think I'm gonna-
overhear." No, you can hear them screaming. You can't overhear them. These are the guards that were like running past.
Is this in the direction that that man
Yeah.
went?
Yeah, the drunk
Oh,
guy.
good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful. Great.
I don't think I'm gonna give this last piece of gum to anybody.
Yeah, I think that's wise.
Actually, you think I should
Uh.
give it to that little goblin that's been over there?
Yeah, no one's given Enoch the thing yet.
Yeah.
So like he doesn't. Depending on his insight or whatever, he thinks that it's just a bootstrap, not no connection.
Oh, you can hear like guards going, "Oh my god, he exploded!
That's crazy.
His leg's over here."
Oh God. Okay, let's go back to the
Red
hotel.
gum. A creature that eats this piece of gum must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or feels the need to belch but cannot belch until an hour has passed. When a creature eventually belches at the end of the hour, they spit out a fireball set targeted on themselves and automatically fail the save.
Wait, okay.
So he's like, I'm gonna burp. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. I think it's best if we head back to the hotel. Probably don't.
I'm
Maybe
just gonna
don't give
say-
out the.
I'm gonna say the indigo one, or just this last one, makes people have nails grow out of their feet or something. You know, like nails. Yeah, that would be a good one. Or they get some really funny. I'm gonna say that gets really hairy when you eat it.
Or we could save it for someone really bad or something. I don't know. But let's not use it right now. On this,
Alright.
on this
Who is
poor
Where's that goblin?
Unity.
city that's been ravaged by.
Talindra, Lindak.
yes.
Who's the goblin that's watching us?
Lindak's gonna lean in really close and whisper, "It's gravel."
No, there's not.
But it is.
It's gonna lean back and look.
Perception check. DC's 15, as per Xanathar's guide.
12.
You can't see it. Actually, because they're pointing it out, you have advantage.
Okay. A 14.
Nope. Still can't see it.
Okay, sure.
Trust us. We know.
Is. Really, it is.
And as you're all standing in the street, staring at a little goblin, hearing the effects transpire in the city of Rosanna from Gavin's gum of chewing, because it is 10:15, that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Really deadly.
Enak's
session.
not in a good state of mind, huh?
No.
So only 2 people died out of your playing with the gum. You ate the blue one, so I'll let you know what the blue one does, because it's real fun. A creature that eats this piece of gum must succeed in a con save, DC 15, or begin to float upwards at a speed of 100 feet at the end of each of their turns.
Man, you were saying earlier that we could, like, as an action, like, force someone to eat one of these too, right?
It doesn't say force. A creature can be fed one as an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably couldn't be done during combat then, right?
Yes, it can. It's an action. At the end of each of their turns, so yeah, 100 feet at the end of each of their turns, and lasts for a minute, after which they plummet. If they hit a solid object during their ascent, they take bludgeoning damage as if they were falling. So basically, they fly up 100 feet up into the air, and then after a minute, they plummet. That's the blue one.
You're not gonna have some. God.
Oh, poor okay.
And only the indigo piece of gum remains. But thank you for
Yes.
watching, everybody.
Yep.
What a weird episode. We'll be back.
That's weird.
We'll be back next week for the continuation. And in about 14 minutes, our 91st episode of Beneath the Tide. So, good night, everybody.